Hello everyone, welcome back to Motorgraph World channel. I'm BK. After a long period of the waiting, Hyundai recently released this Santa Fe Hybrid version. Regarding the exterior design, there's not much to say about it because all the exterior details are remaining exactly the same. From the outside, there's no hint that we can find out that this car is the hybrid version of the Santa Fe. The only clue is that the design of the new 19-inch wheel. Regarding the luggage space, in fact, there is no change from the normal Santa Fe variant because the battery system for this hybrid is not located underneath this trunk boot. Instead, the battery pack is located just in the middle of the wheelbase under the passenger seat. That means that you have quite decent amount of the volume space. The interior design almost remains exactly the same as other Santa Fe lineups. The only thing that you can notice is that this Santa Fe Hybrid only comes with 3 drive mode, which starts from Smart, Sport and Eco. Other than that, once you look down this AC control panel, there is very special button, driver only, which is available in this hybrid models only. So once you get into driver mode, the other blower fan turns off. So in that case, they can reduce the energy consumption using via this driver only button. This center monitor is 10.25 inches wide, which is a little bit smaller than its competitor Kia Sorento Hybrid. But I really like that this very big 12.3 inch full digital cluster. But I wish they can switch those two because most of the people will demand larger screen size for this navigation and other infotainment systems. And one thing I just noticed today, the exterior ambient temperature today is 38 degrees Celsius, but the surface feels really cool even after the long exposure to direct sunlight. What I really like about this car in the back seat is that there is no much change in terms of the volume. The battery pack is actually located underneath this floor panel, and there is no sacrifice for the second row passenger or the first row passengers, but there is a little hump in the center because a hybrid model comes in front-wheel drive version as well as the all-wheel drive version is available for both options. We're gonna hit a very easy off-road climbing. This is level 0 difficulty, but I would like to demonstrate how this two-wheel drive car deal with this off-road situation. This smart mode. Yes, it can climb up this hill, but it struggles quite a lot. I normally say that this electric powertrain is always better in the off-roading because the low end RPM torque of the electric motor is very superb, but yes, when the car hits the camber change, since there's no ELSD or no all-wheel drive, this two-wheel drive system struggles to get the grip with its two wheels. Yeah, it can complete this uphill, but it was not an easy task. So if you ever have chance to go off-road or mountain trails, then my recommendation is to choose the all-wheel drive option. First, I just started off the eco mode, and the steering feel is really light. Everything feels light in this car. The overall ride comfort is really smooth and soft and mild. You can actually feel the weight of this car. Yes, Santa Fe Hybrid is quite big car. When you compare this one against the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4, this car is longer, wider, taller, and heavier. Only Kia Sorento Hybrid is longer and taller than this Santa Fe Hybrid version. Interestingly, the Kia Sorento Hybrid and Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid has different wheelbase. Kia Sorento Hybrid has longer wheelbase than this Santa Fe. But the actual driving feeling of this car is somewhat different when we consider the hardware spec, because this Santa Fe's movement feels more gentle and more grown up, just like it has a longer wheelbase. So usually shorter wheelbase means more sporty movement, but this Santa Fe gives you a very mild cruising experience. The sport mode cluster goes red, it tries to rev a little bit more, but overall it's not sporty at all. Yeah, I'm not calling this car sporty, but the movement on a cornering limit of this car is quite predictable, readable, so that the driver can easily understand what's going to happen in a couple of seconds. The main reason that it could not offer those sporty feelings is, I think it's from the tire. This tire is Continental Cross Contact. The basic character of Cross Contact is a little bit away from the sportiness. So I'm doing around 70 kilometers per hour. This Santa Fe's, the windshield and the side windows, they all are the double layered insulation glass. But still, I think the noise comes from this firewall a little bit. It's not loud, but still you can actually hear the noise from the powertrain. And once you go up to 100 or 110, the noise level still remains quite similar. But overall, the entire cabin is really quiet. Many of hybrid models have some issues for the brake feeling. So the initial brake pressure does not actually push the brake pad into the disc. The initial pressure just only goes to the regenerating resistant power. And when you gradually press more brake pedal, then the actual brake pad is pushed away to the disc, and the transition between those two phases. Most of the hybrid models used to have issues or complaints about that uncomfortable transition feeling, but this Santa Fe Hybrid does not have that at all. All the brake pedal movement feels naturally. It's a shame that this Santa Fe Hybrid doesn't have EV mode button. Overall, the Hyundai Motor Group's hybrid version, they do not have the EV specified drive mode just like Toyota has. So you cannot select EV mode, but the car automatically decides when to use the EV mode. So our producer has driven this car since yesterday, and his average fuel consumption in Seoul City for many hours was around 19 kilometers per liter, which is quite incredible figure. I'm just cruising around 70 to 80 kilometers per hour, and the fuel consumption around that speed range is way above the 20 kilometers per liter range. Yes, this Santa Fe Hybrid has the ambient light, but there are only 3 light bars. So one in front of the passenger seat, and there are 2 lines along this center tunnel. This Santa Fe's ambient light it's just 3 light bars. The final fuel economy of today's last part was 25.9 kilometers per liter for 16 minutes of the drive. The actual fuel economy of this car is, I think it's one of the best in this segment. And if I have to choose just one powertrain in the whole Hyundai group, I would like to choose this 1.6 turbo plus electric motor hybrid powertrain. The overall satisfaction of this powertrain is really super. All the test drive for this new Santa Fe Hybrid has been done today. So, what is your choice? Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid or Kia Sorento Hybrid? Please leave your comment below. which one is your favorite. Now I need to have some more fun time with this my big RC toy. I'll be back next time. Bye bye.